Hey. Hi,
Hi
everybody.
guys, we're live.
We're live and we're high.
Alive.
Welcome to
And high.
episode number 4. It's our
Thank
month anniversary.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Aww,
Right?
we're so cute. And you guys got us to over 200 followers on Instagram.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
The growth has been so organic, and I love it. It's been so cool.
And your guys' feedback has been amazing.
Yeah, and there's so many awesome women out in cannabis right now doing their thing too. So
That makes me happy.
Yeah, me too.
I want to see more women doing cannabis. And not just with yoga, you know?
Yeah, and it's a super male-dominated industry, so
All right. I don't know.
yeah. But you know, there's lots of female vagina power out there doing it.
Go vaginas.
So I love it.
So we got some stuff we're gonna cover today.
So we don't want to make it seem like we're all about smoking weed and you have to smoke weed. There are totally so many other options. We went over edibles last time. We didn't get a chance to also introduce like other things like vaping
Yay!
the right way and tinctures. Tinctures are basically like an oil.
Those are good.
They're awesome. So it's like either THC or CBD oil. You don't have to smoke. You don't have to eat an edible if you're worried about sugar or carbs or whatever. You know what I mean?
If it doesn't fit in your macros.
Exactly. So, and that's even better for anyone with any type of, illnesses or disease. Sugar is really not what you want to take in anyway. So this is a good option too.
It's a faster delivery as well.
So basically what you do,
Thank you.
you would like take your recommended dose. And the beauty of tinctures is too that you can microdose, you can take a bigger dose, you can manipulate it to whatever you need that day. Because every day is different. Some days you need more, some days, with the edible you have to kind of commit to the dose.
I know.
So you just I'm not going to do it. I'm not actually going to do it. But you put
Do it.
No.
Just kidding.
You put it under your tongue. You hold it for 60 to 90 seconds. And it doesn't it doesn't absorb through your liver like edibles. It delivers through your sublinguals. So,
Hey.
And it kicks in like 10, 15 minutes. And then you're high. Or with CBD, you feel relief. It lasts as long as an edible too. Probably even a little bit longer maybe. But it's awesome because it's another option. And with a vape, maybe I'll just show you guys if someone doesn't know how to vape.
Yeah.
You know what's important about vaping that a lot of people don't mention is priming your cartridge. So basically inside of a cartridge is a cotton wick. And when you don't prime it, basically when you turn the pen on and you automatically just screw it in and then press the button, you're burning that wick inside first. And then the oil's passing through that. And then the oil's going to taste kind of burnt.
Yuck.
So what you do, you take the piece off the bottom and you kind of just pull through it a couple times like you're hitting it. So you're basically saturating the wick inside first.
Makes sense.
So you're getting the oil onto the wick so then when you burn it, it all burns together. So I would recommend it for anyone who vapes. It'll definitely change the experience. You want to hit this? Shout out to Alco though.
I'd love to.
Full spectrum carts versus distillate.
I was about to say, I would gladly hit an Alco cartridge. You want something full spectrum. You want something with all the cannabinoids. You don't want, at least I don't.
Some people
and
do.
I tell this to people sometimes. Like I don't want anything tasting like fucking bananas.
Yes.
Or like strawberries and shit. Like that's what candy's for me at least.
Yes.
Like
So
if I wanted to, do that, I'd eat candy. So, and it's just natural. It tastes like cannabis. It's like the closest thing to smoking
yes.
actual flower.
So full spectrum doesn't have any additives, basically, right? It's close to,
More of a raw
doing like a
product,
dab,
yes.
basically. And distillate is just like a THC. Basically, like full spectrum only really goes up to like 60-70%. Distillates are going to go up to like 80-90 because it's just only THC.
Yeah, you're
there's
getting
nothing else supporting the
THC.
THC. So when you hit those, you're going to automatically get really, really high. But one, the high is not going to last that long.
Yo, vapes, they just don't get me high. They get my head weird. Yeah.
And then it's going to come down because it's only THC. There's nothing else supporting it. And then I feel like you always get some type of weird head high too with a distillate pen.
It just feels like I'm smoking.
It's just not natural. And they add in, when they say botanical terpenes, it means like fruit and vegetable oils.
Correct.
So it's not cannabis
oils.
Like
food terpenes. That's what they're adding into cartridges.
Like, and in full spectrum, it's all cannabis terps. Yeah. So try it out.
So
if
Alco
you like
tastes
vapes.
Delicious.
Yeah, shout out to Alco for putting us on.
You had a battery.
You want to hit it first? I do have a battery. The strain is Sherbet. Sherbet? Is this called Sherbet?
I don't know, but I don't think it's fitting.
Oh my god. Is it a defective? Is it on?
It is on. I'm trying to listen to it.
So, while she gets that going, there's also topicals that you can use. So basically, if you have any inflammation or joint pain, or if you're on your menstrual cycle, even for headaches, it's literally like oil or salve or any type of thing you can rub onto your skin, and it doesn't go into your bloodstream, so you don't have to worry about if you're getting tested or anything about using a topical, but it will help for symptoms like that. And if you rub it on your feet at night and put a sock on, like that's like kind of a faster delivery method, and it'll help you to sleep so well. But I love topicals, especially on my period, ladies. When you rub it like down on your lower stomach, on your back, like everywhere that hurts, it really helps it to make it feel so much better. Is it not working?
It's not working.
Damn, alcohol. Maybe it's my pen.
I think it's the battery.
You don't have the pen on.
It was on. Maybe it was. Now it's on. Oh my god. You know what? I don't. In my defense, I don't use cartridges.
Ricky 101 mistake.
Hey, I'll take that.
I'll
take that when it comes to vape.
Look at that. Okay.
Wow,
so
it hits like a.
It
like
really
a charm.
does. It really doesn't even taste bad. Honestly, I was kind of nervous. I don't really vape either. For me, it's a little bit harsher on my throat. But for some people who can't smoke, it's toxic for them to smoke. Vape is a good alternative. If you're doing full spectrum, I recommend full spectrum.
Full spectrum.
Okay. So we want to talk a little bit about mental health today. We want to bring up sort of real life issues and real life situations where cannabis can be useful if taken, correctly, and you can maintain daily cannabis use when you figure out a dose that works for you. You okay? So for basically okay, everyone has anxiety, stress. I know for me, I use cannabis specifically for anxiety. I had anxiety a lot growing up.
I still have anxiety.
Me too, but it wasn't really until I started smoking that I was able to kind of manage it better.
Right, without feeling like you're in control of it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what I feel like. It just makes you feel good. Who said it? Weed just makes you feel like how you want to feel. Was that Snoop Dogg?
I don't know, but that's some real shit. For real though, because when I'm
Bob
not
Marley, if I quote this wrong, my bad. I'm sorry. I know someone said it though. I know someone said it. I know, and it was a legend too. And I think about that all the time.
But when I'm not high, I start bugging out. It just makes me feel more balanced, and I know all my stoners can relate to that. Like I am the type of stoner that wakes up and I roll a joint for the next morning, the night before, and I light it as soon as I wake up. I smoke as soon as I wake up. And yeah, it helps with my anxiety. It helps me to start my day off, all focused and feeling amazing and confident and
but
beautiful.
Do you feel like you're dependent? I don't feel like I'm dependent.
No, because and this is what it is too. You got to take some tolerance breaks. I feel like a lot of people who do smoke, we kind of get to the point sometimes where we're overusing it, like we're smoking a little bit too much, or we like build a tolerance to it, so we have to smoke more.
Right.
So what I do,
and then it doesn't look like shit.
Exactly.
After a while.
And when I feel like I'm getting to that point, I usually take a tolerance break, which means just taking edibles.
Which means for Mel, tolerance break is just edibles and tinctures, not smoking basically, but everything fucking else. That's a tolerance break. She's like, I can't smoke, and she's high. Even higher. Fuck. I'm like, what?
Edibles. After a few days of edibles, I'm in like a weird fog. I just can't do it like as a every day. I feel like I kind of microdose on weed throughout the day. Like I won't sit there and smoke a whole joint to the face, but I'll like hit a little bit. We're gonna do
crackhead joints.
But like I mean, I can smoke a lot, but I try to be reasonable and portion it out and like really enjoy the high. So if I'm smoking, like I'll smoke like half of whatever I rolled and like just try to enjoy that.
But then high. When Mel and I get together, it's like, what? Oh God, where?
You know, I was gonna ask you. Do you remember the first time we got high together?
No.
Me neither.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember.
To think about that shit. I was like, when's the first time
when someone asked that question? I know when someone asked that question, I was thinking hard too. I'm like, fuck, if Mel remembers, I'm gonna feel so bad.
I was like, damn. I was like, I hope her feelings not hurt if she does remember.
Nope.
Damn. We can't even remember.
I can't even. Okay, so
I can't even remember the first time we even hung out.
Did we? Yeah. Did we hang out somewhere?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Or maybe we smoked on a break together or something. I don't know. Oh, mate. No, we didn't.
I mean, just kidding. Yeah. I'm sober 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Monday through Sunday. Fuck you mean? I'm a social smoker. But no, I don't remember the first time we smoked, and I kind of want to like I want to sit and think about it, but I don't think there's enough time.
I really actually sat there and think about it. I can't remember.
I know. I was like, but
basically other issues like depression, insomnia.
Speaking of depression, seasonal depression is creeping around the corner, so make sure you guys are getting some sun and some THC.
Yeah, THC helps with that, honestly. And I know I'd be knocking sativa sometimes, but with depression, sativa can be helpful.
In small doses, I feel like, you know what I mean? It alleviates a lot of, mental fog, especially getting into these summer months where I feel like it hits me pretty hard, seasonal depression. Yeah. Like, and I try not to ever think about it, but it'll come out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And
I think it happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, I have to switch it up,
Yeah. And that's why you want to like stay active, maybe like start working out more, like eating a little bit healthier.
Automatically
in the
just want to hibernate.
Yeah, you want to eat a lot of food. I know last winter I ate so much food.
It just tastes better in the winter, but you're eating more hearty foods too during the winter. You're not like
holiday foods and shit like that.
You don't really fuck with too many like fruits during the winter, I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, in San Diego, yeah. I mean,
but yeah,
I feel like we don't really get hit with winters like that, but. Still, you want soups and shit. You want warm foods and breads. Anyways.
You're making me hungry.
I know.
Okay. But seriously, just experiment with your body. Figure out what works for you. That's why you can take a recommendation from us, but honestly, everyone's body is different. And there are a lot of resources online that can tell you like a lot about different strains for different different symptoms. Like Leafly is such a great site.
Leafly's a
shout out to
site.
Leafly.
Yeah, shout out to
Hi,
Leafly. Hi, thank you.
We're cute. We like weed. Hey. But seriously though, they have tons of information. They lift like basically every strain that's out, and they tell you the genetics, how it's going to make you feel, where you can find
effects,
it in your area at legit legal places. So shout out to Leafly for doing their thing.
Yeah, they really
tons of articles too, informational.
Yeah, it goes above and beyond. I feel like articles, they got recipes and shit, like current news.
So Leafly. Leafly. A lot of people say that, huh? Leafly, whatever you want to call it. Great site. So other mental things like OCD.
Eesh.
That's a real thing. We can help you to like slow down.
Assess your thoughts better.
Yeah.
Correct.
Focus and not be so scattered.
Yeah. At least for me, it helps me to put one thought, you know, like one thought at a time instead of like having all these thoughts just floating around. It's just
ADD. That too. And like Adderall is ridiculous, like the side effects on your body and your appetite.
Adderall, I think I was just reading an article about Adderall basically being like meth. Right? I mean,
yeah, and like
if you think about it,
the fact that they have kids on that is crazy to me because
that shit, like,
I've taken Adderall and it feels so shaky and it feels like like a caffeine high, but like times
you just took it
20. No, I used to take it in college. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, to help you focus
and write papers. My thesis was like 40 pages.
Yeah,
I know, but shout out to Adderall.
Shout out. Hey, but low key, shout out to Adderall.
It helps people who do need that help with the focus. I would say that. But the side effects are not worth it. Like you can smoke a sativa, I feel like, and have the same thing.
Or I just don't get how people don't question pills, yo. I don't understand how people don't question pills.
Anything that makes you feel that shaky and affects your appetite is not good, I feel. If you have those type of side effects that don't make you want to fucking eat.
Like that shit's not normal. Yeah. You're not supposed to feel like that. You're supposed to feel I mean I get it and then I don't get it, you know?
I mean, I do, but like there's a healthier alternative. So if you have access to it, like why not explore it, you know?
Yeah, explore some fucking plants first. Some mushrooms.
So like...
Oops.
Mushrooms, you know that there's like tons of studies being done on mushrooms too.
Yeah, like, they're trying to prescribe it. Where are we moving to? Colorado. Shout out to Colorado. It is Colorado. I think they decriminalized mushrooms. Was it Oregon? No, Colorado. One of those. Shout out to both Colorado and Oregon though.
Yeah. And you know what I also heard about California is that soon cannabis might be incorporated into like end of like life care in hospitals, like
hospice.
Yeah, they're gonna start incorporating cannabis into
as
treatment.
They should.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, of course.
It's like about damn time, but it's cool though.
Yeah,
it's moving in that direction, which it should be before that.
Finally,
point, you know what I mean?
But cool. Speaking of finally, Lowell's opened up the first cannabis restaurant. So cool. I think we should give a quick shout out to Lowell's for opening.
Lowell's so awesome. It's so beautiful. I've seen it all over the internet. We can't wait to go visit.
Yes.
So basically, you can eat there.
Yeah,
you order weed off the menu. You order joints or a whole eighth. You can order wax. You can
buy weed, and I think it's bring your own weed after a certain.
Yeah, but you have to pay like $30, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
To bring your own shit, or you can buy stuff there and smoke it.
Okay.
But they
because you have to stop selling weed after a certain hour. Okay, I get it. Totally get it. That's amazing. I think it's great, and I'm so excited, and I want them to open one everywhere. I want them to be like Starbucks. I can't wait for
that to be in San Diego, and like for it to be like a regular thing everywhere. I think everywhere should legalize weed. Like how beautiful.
Yeah, Mel and I didn't want to break that up.
We didn't because it was so pretty.
Because it's beautiful. I wish we could get a close up of that.
So I don't really like sativa, but the sour diesel is pretty. It's alright. It's gassy.
It's tasty.
Well, what else we got?
What else? We have
bipolar disorder.
Yikes.
Cannabis can help.
Yeah. And you know what? It's becoming more of a norm for people to use cannabis.
Mm-hmm. And like the older crowd, dementia, Alzheimer's, tremors. Like I've literally seen it myself. My girlfriend's dad came to visit and he had tremors, and we rolled him a joint. Literally within like 30 seconds. I would even say less. As soon as he hit it and blew it out, like he calmed down so much. He had such a good time when he came out. He was just high the whole time. We're rolling him the fattest joints. But like it was so amazing to just like see that, because it's so real and it's medicine.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, for real. So I've experienced that myself, which I was a believer before, but when I seen that shit, I was like, damn, it's real out here. And you know what it can help with too, if you're suffering from addiction or like recovering from like alcoholism or opioid use, or like, you know, heavy drugs that can help you to like, because it's natural. It's not a drug. Medicine.
It's a medicine.
We're gonna change that.
It's a medicine.
That whole, you know.
I call it my medicine. My son calls it my medicine.
So yeah. It is medicine though.
It is medicine. Sorry, I'm just not.
Yeah. So yeah, if you have like, what they call it psychosis, but I think that everyone suffers from this sometimes, like feeling like withdrawn from society and feeling isolated and like difficult, like relating to reality and shit like that. Like it can help you to make you more inverted and like,
I feel like it just lowers that
like people who are like constantly
it lowers
like anxious,
the
like social anxiety,
like
you know what I mean?
Lowers, like it lowers that anxiety, that social, I guess that social anxiety.
And some people can really get like into that and turn like crazy basically because they're so worried about society and what people think.
I feel like I went through a stage like that where I didn't want to be outside.
Yeah, people go through that, and a lot more people than we think. So I think weed definitely helps you to be. I feel like I'm more confident and like more like sure of yourself, and like it helps you to think about and feel yourself, and like, you know what I mean. More in touch with you. I feel like weed for me like became like a spiritual thing. That's why I fell in love with it.
Weed makes me feel sexy, you know, but like not in that way, but for yourself. But for me, exactly. I'm not sitting there being like, oh, I feel sexy, I want to fuck something. I just you know what I mean? Like I just feel.
You want to put some King Louis in?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can't roll a whole sativa joint.
Please don't.
But no, weed definitely, I agree. Weed is sexy.
But it is very spiritual, and it helps me. It helps me to connect. I feel like to everything, nature especially. That's why I like being outside when I'm back. I love it.
I love smoking outside too. As much as I love the fact that I live in a place where I can smoke inside my apartment, and like smoke in my bed laying down. It's still
shout out to her apartment.
It's still something about smoking outside that I really love too.
Just feels better. You can put more King Louis.
Take the more of the sativa out. Okay, I feel it. So, what do you think about people saying that cannabis is a gateway drug?
What? Who the fuck?
So like a lot of people look at it like if you start smoking weed, then you're gonna start getting into other drugs, and that's gonna make you want like you're gonna want to keep getting higher and higher and higher.
I'm still waiting for that.
I blew everything away.
I'm still waiting for something to get me higher and higher and higher. So everyone freaking lied.
But like I feel like hard drugs are different from like drugs like weed and like mushrooms and acid. Like
shout out to acid.
You guys like our new little trippy?
Speaking of acid, we got a new tapestry, and it's actually 3D. It's a 3D thing. We have 3D glasses on. For those of you who are not actually watching us, I'm putting on 3D glasses and I'm looking at my tapestry. It's amazing.
And it's moving.
Mel, you want to hit that? Mel's gonna hit it now. Whoa. This is great. No, I don't think that I don't think that cannabis is a gateway drug.
Why is that?
Because I was doing drugs without cannabis. Because I don't know how to explain it. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna say this right either. Like, I feel with other drugs, there's a dependency over time. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a drug. I don't feel like that about cannabis. I love it.
Because there's been times you haven't smoked, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's
and you're okay.
Rare.
You're not.
And I'm okay. And I'm not like sweating. Maybe by day, I don't know, 3, 4. Just kidding. I've gone longer, but I don't feel like that. But if, you're messing with other things, like other things, like you start feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
And then you need it.
But other drugs don't like heal people. Like
right. And I'm saying that's two different things. I don't feel like I can put them in the same category. Correct.
Like, when did it get like that? Like, when did it? I'm gonna look.
I've never been high and been like, you know what? I'm high. Let's try some fucking mushrooms. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. I'm high. Like, I wanted to try mushrooms separately.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And for its own reason, not because I felt like it was going to give me a high, like a weed high either. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, and when people are on other drugs, they do stupid shit that fucking harms themselves.
Molly shits.
They're fucking... Their like decision making is so off. They're not even...
Yeah, it just...
And like with weed, the most you want to do is fucking eat. Watch some shit, do something creative.
You want to look at something cool?
Go to the movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do weed and fucking want to jump off a fucking building. Or like, you know what I'm saying?
Unless you're smoking Tangy. I'm just kidding.
But like, it's just like, I can't believe that people act about weed like how they act about other drugs.
Like, that's why I hate, like, that's why
drug.
I feel some type of way when people even ask that question. Like, how am I even supposed to act? Like, I don't put them in the same category. I think it's completely separate, and I don't think everyone can.
And like, drugs don't like naturally grow from the ground.
You're
like created in a lab. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, this shit grows from the earth. Like, so that's our take on that.
That's
shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
With that gateway drug shit.
Yeah,
it ain't that type of party.
Don't disrespect weed like
and
that.
Stop being a hater. And maybe smoke a joint.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Or more often.
And you'll love yourself.
A gateway drug.
Yeah,
that's so
silly.
Dumb. That's silly.
Leave your comments below and tell us what you think about that.
Let us know what you think.
About
we're curious
weed being a gateway drug.
Yeah, about anything on the show, anything you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, leave us some topics.
Let us know. We want to get more interactive with you guys. You guys are super interactive, though. Thank you, my followers on my personal page. Thank you guys so much for being such a great support. I love all of you.
Yeah, shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone watching actually clicking on the link and watching our whole episode. And
thank you. And not subscribing, but still watching.
Okay.
At least tell people.
Honestly, please subscribe, though.
Oh, okay. I mean, subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Way more views and subscriptions, which is cool. But if we get to 100 subscribers
on
we
YouTube,
get to have our own like YouTube URL. So we want that. So
yeah, we want to
make it official. We want to make it, we want to raise conversation. We want to.
Yeah.
Raise conversation. We want people to talk about it.
We want to interact more. We want it.
Yeah, we want it all. So we love you guys.
Yeah, we want to say goodnight.
It's been fun. It's been real. We love you. Why can't we ever end it? It's like we always get so dumb at the end.
I hate goodbyes. I don't want to say goodbye. How about we see you later?
Peace out.
Yeah, peace out. Peace out.
Peace out. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. No, don't. No, bye.